because it is so gosh darn nice outside right now, and it doesn't have to be complicated if you want to entertain people. It doesn't have to be fancy either. We're talking BLTs.
Oh my goodness,
Right?
but they're jazzed up a little bit. So we're going to show you how to take this simple seasonal supper and dress it up with high quality ingredients and some additional mix-ins, and of course good company. Speaking of good company, joining us to make them is Tinky Weisblatt. She's the food writer at TinkyCooks.com. Hi, Tinky.
Hi, guys.
How are you?
Welcome back.
I'm fine. So what we're doing today is inviting you to my home in Hawley,
Yes.
where at least once a year we have a BLT supper.
Ooh.
And the great thing is you make this and everything's done in advance. You can I sit on the porch with my company, we eat some more, we have a simple no-cook dessert, and we tell stories and sing songs, and
I love it.
you know, and BLTs are the quintessential summer food.
They really
They're
are.
so good. And does everyone wear a really adorable hat like you have?
Well, my hats are the most adorable, but
course
there
they
are occasionally other hats, yes.
But none as nice. So, Tinks, what I'm wondering is
Yes, dear.
how we make it and how we tweak it to make it not your grandmama's BLT.
Well, in some ways you do want it to be your grandmama's BLT, because my grandmother bought tomatoes in season, and that is the starring thing of the BLT. If you don't have farm fresh or garden fresh tomatoes, just don't bother. You know,
You're wasting your time.
you're wasting your time and your bacon and your bread and your lettuce and whatever else you have. So we definitely use the farm fresh tomatoes. That is the sine qua non. Don't you love that?
If I knew what it meant, I would.
Without
sine
which
qua non.
nothing. That's what it means.
Huh.
The sine qua non of the BLT is the tea.
You learned something today.
Now, if you want to be a little fancier, even if you don't, you want to get your best possible bread. So I personally made bread. You may notice looking at the bread that since I was running around all day, it might have not risen quite as far as it could have. But it tastes
that's okay, look at that.
really good, and it's homemade, so what's going to be better? You could get really good bakery bread. Just try to avoid, like, you know, the stuff that squishes in the packages.
We don't want that.
okay. So if you don't want to make your own bread, that's me.
Go to a
I think I would fail.
bakery. I think a really nice white, a really nice sourdough. I wouldn't do rye with a BLT, but you have lots of choices.
Okay.
So this is beautiful. So we start with this.
Farm fresh lettuce.
Yes,
course.
which is right there.
Now, if you happen to be me,
Yes.
and of course you might, who knows,
might.
then you would probably
might.
make your own mayonnaise.
How do you make your own? It's egg whites or egg yolks.
Egg yolks,
Egg yolks. What else goes in there?
oil,
Okay.
a fairly neutral oil, lemon juice, salt,
So it's easy.
a little bit of
Wow.
boiling water. Oh, you're the only people get scared because if you don't get it quite right, you have to rescue it by putting a little boiling water in. But it's not rocket science. But if you don't want to, just buy nice grocery store mayonnaise. The bacon, again, try to use good bacon.
I'll be the judge of that.
The ideal bacon is thick cut. This particular bacon is from Manda Farm in Plainfield. So these are heritage organic pigs. My nephew Michael and I went to visit the farm when we picked up the bacon and saw the baby pigs, and we didn't try to think about the fact that someday they too might be bacon.
No.
Then if you are inviting people over who are vegetarian, I suggest the CLT.
Cheese?
Cheese.
Sounds delish.
This is one of my favorite cheeses, and it goes really nicely because it gives you just a gentle additional flavor. This is sage cheddar from Grafton Village Cheese, excuse me, in Vermont. And just a lightly flavored cheddar. Do you guys want to try the cheddar? Well, you know what you do,
I don't
do
say
is
no
try
to
a
anything.
BLT.
But what I want to know, because we're running a little low on time, and
Oh,
later
no.
we're going to make another delicious dish. What I want to
Yes.
know is some additives. People know
Okay.
the BLT, but what else do you put in a BLT
I
to make
put
it
in
stand out?
sometimes, these are supposed to be caramelized. I would call them
Crispy.
Crispy
blackened onions.
Onion frizzles.
Yes.
So we can go with
Frisee.
onion, we can go with
With
avocado.
avocado. You can also have just very thinly sliced red onion. That's a bolt.
That's a great
bacon,
idea.
onion, lettuce, tomato.
And pesto. Is this pesto I see
This
here?
is pesto at Singing Brook Farm, where I live. There are many people who really think that the pesto is what you need on your BLT instead of just mayonnaise. You have pesto on one side, mayonnaise on the other side of bread. You're all set.
That sounds amazing, Tinky. So now we're going to start assembling, and we'll be with you later on in the show to make a no-bake dessert. Is that right?
Exactly. We're making an icebox cake.
Can't wait. Now, for now.